hey Cancer, I decided to fly by the seat of my pants on this reading, so here we go. I have no idea what's going to happen. Temperance in reverse. Lately when I'm getting Temperance, moderation comes to mind. There's something you're doing not in moderation. There's some sort of there's something you need to back off on, I think. I don't want to say you need to, but you kind of need to. I feel haughty, is that the word? And I'm not trying to be. I am definitely not holier than thou. I just had a candy bar that I certainly did not need. So this is probably speaking to me as well. But that is your first card though, and again, lately that's what it means to me. And there is a tower here. This tower, it could be some big shift. I'm leaning towards, though, a sudden realization. Right now. We'll see what the surrounding cards say. But right now, I feel like this is just shining a light on what this thing is that you're doing that moderation is needed for. I think that's all that is so far. Now, how the light is being shown on it, I don't know. I mean, it could be because you're hearing it from me, but I doubt it. Like, I'm sure that there's maybe a niggling in the back of your head that's been telling you, hey, I need to back off of this or whatever. So it's probably not new information to you, but I do feel like there's new information coming in. Maybe not new information, but like a hitting home of the information, of whatever it is. Like, if you've had that niggling in the back of your head, it could be me telling you, hey, like, it's getting serious. Well, it's not me. My information is coming from some outside source. I don't know where it's coming from. Who does know? Nobody. We don't know. But the point is that it could be just you getting this message from me right now. And then we have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is a celebratory card. It's like a celebration of the end of maybe a battle, or something. I mean, it could be just a celebration of life, you know, of so the Four of Wands is a wedding. It can be considered the wedding card. So it's also a celebration, but it's really a celebration of like a foundation that's being built. And the foundation does not have to be in a relationship sense. Sorry about my dog. He's snoring right behind you. But the Six of Wands, it sort of alludes to a similar sort of celebration. You know, the celebration of spring, which kind of makes me feel like the celebration of a tide turning, of a new season, a celebration of a new season. That's what it feels like, celebrating a new season of life. And this card specifically, it kind of encompasses all the seasons, or at least winter and spring. So maybe you're leaving winter, leaving something that has drug you down, whatever. So for example, if it's the candy bars that you haven't been taking in moderation, maybe this is that sudden realization, hey, that's with the tower, that like, I really have to quit this if I want to move from that winter, that frozen state, to a thawed state, to spring and life and renewed energy. I actually had that feeling, that that realization, as I was paying for the candy bar, while I was wishing that it was a Dr. Pepper. but I didn't put it back. So what a shame, right? If I had done that, maybe we wouldn't be here right now with this message. But maybe. You guys probably need to hear this too. So we also have the Five of Swords in the reverse. So this Five of Swords, interestingly enough, has its swords in the shape of a star. Well, in the reverse, that star alludes to the star that is on the Devil card. I don't know if it's on the Devil card in this deck. We'll see if we can find it. The Devil actually just came out in a Gemini reading. So it might be related. One moment, I'm trying to find the Devil card since we just saw it. Apparently my dog is very tired. He probably barked all night, if I had to guess. Wow, it took me a long time to find it. Okay, so here's our devil, and on that devil's forehead, which in all of, or at least the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the same symbol is there of the inverted triangle. And it has some symbolism, I think, embedded in witchcraft or something, but that has nothing to do with the message I'm trying to relay to you right now. What I'm trying to relay to you is that this is a reminder or reminiscent of the Devil card, and I think it's just letting us know. Well, again, okay, another thing. So I just said that the Six of Wands, it could be like a celebration of the ending of a battle, the ending of a war. And this also, this Five of Swords sometimes gives me oftentimes gives me a hard-won battle, and because, you know, in the traditional deck, the Rider-Waite deck, there's the man in the forefront of the card holding the swords that he's gathered from his opponent. And so I do feel like there's this hard-won battle feeling here, a struggle. But there is celebratory energy. I think maybe the struggle was in the admittance of whatever it is that's keeping you. Do I want to say trapped? It doesn't feel trapped because I think that you have an awareness of it. It's not like you can't free yourself. So with the Tower, I just kind of want to say that whatever it is, I don't think it's trapping you, but I think it's burning you. I think that it's you're not coming out unscathed. You're not coming out unsinged. Whatever this is, it's like a slow burn, like the candy bar. But I think there's that element of winning this battle and just the battle of the awareness, of lack of awareness. Now you are aware. There's that celebratory energy with the Six of Wands. And then with the Five of Swords in reverse, it's like perhaps this is where the actual battling takes place, where the actual work required to dig yourself out of this. Not dig, again, it doesn't feel trapped or anything. It feels more like putting the fire out. This is you putting the fire out. It's not easy. You can see this cat has a damaged eye. And so it's like, it's hard won. It's not an easy battle to fight, but you're doing it. And because the symbol, the inverted, did I call it a triangle? The inverted star, because that is there, it's making me feel like this is the devil energy, the addiction or the toxic thought patterns, the toxic behavior, whatever your devil is here. I think that it's just alluding to that, that you are winning this battle. It's just a slow burn and not necessarily easy to put out. So I think that that kind of sums up your situation. I want to get a card of advice. Do I? Yeah, I think I'm ready for a card of advice. We got the Ten of Swords in reverse. So this is, so tens are endings. This one is an ending to, well, it could be communication, but I think like in this case, thought patterns, right? Maybe negativity, maybe it sort of feels like this is what this specific card in your situation is talking about is negative self-talk, right? It is in the reverse though, and so I don't feel like it's ending yet. I think you're still probably in this. I think that, so for example, me, I'm still thinking about the candy bar that I bought that I probably shouldn't have. There's no probably, that I know I shouldn't have. So I think this is like, you're still in it. You're still thinking about the shoulda, woulda, couldas, and that's what needs to end. That's what needs to turn around, right? So on the bottom of the deck, you've got the Hierophant, which is that should, would have, could have, or it's actually the present tense of that, the would, should, and could, what you should and shouldn't do, the structures, the rules, the I mean, it could be like societal structures and rules, but I think this is more of like yours, your structures, your rules, what you expect, your expectations of yourself. That's your overall energy at the bottom of the deck. So it all makes sense here. Let's go ahead and clarify though, the Ten of Swords. You got the King of Air. This is mastering your mind. I mean, it says mastering your mind. Which is basically what I said in the Ten of Swords, right? Not getting down and out, just address the situation, overcome it, overcome the negative self-talk, right? And master your mind. How to master your mind is actually, that's a really good question. I think I want to ask how we do this. How do we master our mental space in this situation? We got the Queen of Pentacles. So she nurtures her, all queens are nurturers, but she is very focused on the 3D, her physical realm, her physical surroundings. And so perhaps this is saying, focus on you, like literally in my case, again, this would probably be focusing on my health. Because pentacles are your resources and health is one of your biggest resources. Time, energy, effort, of course, money, obviously, but I think this resource is you. This is saying to focus. When you put focus on yourself, then in turn, you master your mental space. So focus on, exercise, eating right, drinking lots of water, putting the candy bar down. I'm going to get one more card. This is from my Oracle deck called Between Worlds, and I really love it because it just wraps the readings together very nicely. You got Curiosity. Let's see. It says new journey, enthusiasm, imagination, and childhood. A colorful fledgling perches at the edge of a great expanse with a glimmer in its eye. What's to come in this world? Let me reread that. What's to come in this world? What's new to experience? The journey may be full of obstacles, and the first flight is always awash with nerves. Stay curious and open. The imagination is a gateway to liberation, and now it is a time to explore what's possible. Cool. Okay. Well, that is what I've got for you, Cancer. I don't know if I called you Cancer in the beginning. I may have said Gemini because I had Gemini on my mind. Which King of Air may be, well, I know he's air and Gemini is air. So you may want to watch the Gemini reading. I don't know. But that is what I've got for you. I enjoyed that. I hope you did, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.